Hi friends, Chris Swainhart again for American Outdoors, and we're doing more of our crazy live streaming. Now, I gotta tell you something. Last week, those of you folks that tuned in, we had almost 50,000 folks exposed to our messages last week, which was great. It's a great start. Next year it'll be 50 million. Last week, when I was out at Outdoor Retailer, Katie and I were walking out on the very last day, the last half hour, and we were taking our film camera, and we went out, and all of a sudden I heard this one guy say, "Hey mate, come on over here. I've got the most revolutionary thing here at Outdoor Retailer." Well, we were lucky that he grabbed us, because he was exactly right. And that was, we got Brian right here from Hydra-Light. Brian Dunster has invented, and his firm has brought something brand new technology. It's an oxygen fuel cell that is now within the reach of anybody. And when you hear a little bit more about this, you're going to be really excited to go to aotv.shop. Now, unfortunately, we don't have this product right on there today, but they will be on there probably next week. Brian, tell us about this insane technology.
Yeah, I'm glad to, and thank you for the opportunity. We're really excited to be to this point with the Hydra-Light fuel cell. The cell itself is a fuel cell in its purest form. It's run by oxygen, or it uses oxygen as its fuel source. If you seal it off, it won't run. From brand new, sealed, the cell has no shelf life, and that's just amazing. It can sit on the shelf for 20 years. You rip open the tab, dip it in any water, and it'll then give you power and deliver power in products like these, or the products behind us, up to 100 hours from one dip.
Now wait a second. You say I just dip this in water, I can leave it on the shelf indefinitely.
From new.
From new.
Yeah.
And then it'd be great for home storage, and then I dip it in water, and all of a sudden I got myself some light.
Absolutely, light and power.
Now you actually have a demo that you can show us how it works, one that is sealed up,
certainly.
a smaller portable.
Yeah, like a little emergency light. Like this little emergency light, it comes sealed in a vacuum packet, ideal for in storage, glove boxes, toolboxes, emergency kits. Absolutely, preparedness people. Once again, no shelf life. If there's a
now what that means, no shelf life. It'll indefinite.
Exactly.
Indefinite.
Yeah. I'm not saying you can't have it leave on the shelf. It's the other way around. So if there's an emergency, you just simply rip open the tab, pull out the product. I mean, there's instructions in there that are waterproof. That just shows you how to dip the cell. It's very, very simple. It has a tab at the bottom. You simply open up the tab, if I can find it, pull off that tab, little tab there, pull that off, find some water, which I happen to have here in a
water.
Watch
this, guys.
Okay, you just dip it in, and that after 10 seconds, you've then got, if I keep it, I won't keep it in 10 seconds now, but you just give it a shake off, boom, and that gives you really good bright light. That'll last for about 100 hours. Now that's disposable, okay? So once that 100 hours is gone, and that's 100 hours of time. This is a process. This has already been infused with salt. Once it's finished and it's a good bright light, it's then disposable and throw away.
So Brian, that's powered by salt water.
Correct.
Now the salt is embedded in here.
Yes, that's already embedded.
And so all you need is like a local stream for our folks. American Outdoors, Brian, we do a lot of camping and so on.
Oh, okay, excellent.
And this is perfect for our audience, not just for home storage or for emergency storage or in the car, but wow, look at that, and that is really bright, powered by water. Now, this is a day that I've been looking for all my life. We've got something new technology that's good for the environment, good for us, and fulfills a lot of needs. Now, this one is the same sort of deal. And explain to us, if you have a minute, how this thing works.
Yeah, certainly. Well, this is our, as I said earlier, our fuel cell, and the beauty of this is we've infused the proprietary membrane with salt to start with. So what it allows us to do, because salt water is the catalyst or the electrolyte, so what it allows us to do is to dip the cell into any water for the first 3 dips. Now, when I say dips, it can be literally just dipped into water, you remove it, and you then give it a shake off, give it a wipe, and then as per in this product here, it just simply slides in, and you have literally a product that you can have up to 100 hours of good, strong light. Or if you use it for say 20 hours and then remove the cell, put it away, and I don't remove the cell, even just put the product away in the cupboard, it'll then dry out, so you then have to dip it again. After the third dip, we then go to salt water. So that salt water can be mixed salt, where it's 5%, very simple to mix at home. So just normal table salt and water, or of course the ocean. So
put it in the ocean.
In
yeah,
the ocean.
Aussies, have plenty of beach, the nicest beaches in the world, and lots of salt water. Right?
Absolutely.
Well, some sharks.
A few sharks.
A few sharks. Well, we're going to wrap this up because in a minute we're going to film it for our television show, American Outdoors, and we're going to bring in Bill Rogers. But look at all of the different products you can fuel off of this, and you can use. This is. Tell us about this here.
Yeah, well, this is just a different top for the lantern. So what we have is the same base, and we have multiple tops. So we have a power top, which has the ability to power independent lights. So you can have 3 what we call accessory lights running off the power pack, and that allows, for example, if you're camping, you'd run 3 tents. So
three tents.
Three tents, yeah. So
off
you can
of
have off one little cell, yeah.
Now wait a second. You know what? I'm missing out. I'll walk over here by Brian. Now, the one thing that I wanted to talk about before we finish, and I'm going to bring in Bill Rogers, the second generation of American Outdoors. Come on in here, Bill. You've been watching me just mutter around. I'm just a no-hoper when it comes to broadcast, but I got the veteran with me right here, Bill Rogers. And Bill, you're going to be interviewing Brian in just a moment.
We're really excited to share this with our viewers. This is cutting edge, and I'd have to say it's affordable cutting edge.
Oh,
this is going to give us light. It's going to let your light so shine, I heard, and this is going to let it do it so for 100 hours. So I'm real excited to chat with Brian and share that with our viewers.
And for under $40, you get this, which actually includes one of these.
Includes the cell, yeah.
And these things are less than $12. So it's an unbelievable commodity, and it's a great technology.
Absolutely, and it's not just 100 hours, Bill. It's actually, it'll last up to 300 hours of usage. Wow. So the cell is long life. You get good durability out of it. And as I said before, you simply have it from brand new sealed, and it has an extended shelf life that you can just use at any time that you've got an emergency. You need light, you need power, and we're really excited to be at this point.
Hey, now, Brian, for our backpacking audience, they're going to be interested in how much does this weigh?
Hey, I knew you'd ask me that because I don't know an answer.
I would say it feels about a pound, wouldn't you say?
I know, it's really light. Perfect for putting in your backpack.
Yeah.
Probably less than a pound.
And it's actually designed to go into the water bottle holder of your backpack.
There you go.
That's the size of it.
Oh, it's the size of a water bottle holder.
Yeah.
And then this is very lightweight, too. So we've got everything here. When Brian grabbed me last week, on the very last hour, it was one of the luckiest days of my life and one of the luckiest days of your life. When you get hold of this technology, you're going to say, hey, tell all your friends about AOTV.shop where you got it, and share this stream with your friends, AOTV.shop on Facebook. And stay tuned into American Outdoors.